So, hello and welcome everybody. This is Sadhna, and this is my channel, The Attitude of Gratitude. Periods, everybody is scared of it. Like we are talking about periods and we are feeling ashamed inside. But why for? So, today we have Nadine with us, and she is the advocate of women's health, plus the co founder of Div.Ame. So, hi Nadine, how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much. Very lovely to have you here today, Sadhna.
Thank you so much. So, Nadine, can you please tell me, like, Diva.Me, the idea of Diva.Me, from where, jump into your head, then you have decided to get into it?
So I'll stop you right here. First, I'd like you to have a drink from our Div.Ame cafe.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
We have a special menu made just for women. We have organic signature tea for every phase of every woman's life, from pregnancy support to mother's elixir, and something that can also help to regulate your menstrual cramps.
Wow.
So can I suggest
So,
something for you?
yeah, please, why not?
See,
Yes. Wow. There are so many things I can
we have a big
see.
variety of natural herbs
Wow.
coming all together.
Nadine, can you please help me to find out something very, nice for me, which I've never tried in any other cafes out?
Would you like to try the ashwagandha hot
Yeah.
cafe latte?
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's have
And
it.
what will be for you?
I'll have matcha.
Matcha. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Till the time coffee will come, we'll start the conversation.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay. So, Nadine, I have seen some products there. I have seen inside the boxes.
Thank you.
What is inside the box?
So first off, Div.Ame is all about period fashion, and that's what you'll find in our boxes.
Thank you. Yeah.
So we have a full range of period underwear and period panties. And when I talk about period panties and period underwear, I'm talking about fashion involved, because all our lives, we women, when we go through the period, we try to compromise on fashion. We would say, oh, I got my period today, I can no longer wear white. Or I got my period today, so I cannot wear that skinny jeans or that tight dress that I wanted to wear today because of the bulky pad that will end up showing. We get the fear of leakage as well, which is a very common issue that I have faced as well myself as a woman.
Right.
So with Div.Ame, we offer sustainable, comfortable, leak-proof range of fashionable period underwear and period beachwear and period swimwear. Yes, you can swim on your period.
Wow, that's very great. Sometimes even we go for the staycations and all, when the periods are there, I don't feel like entering to the pool. But that is very great. Before I want to interrupt you here, before we go further, I would like to ask you, like, from where you got the idea of getting this is as your brand?
So Div.Ame started off with a mission to empower and educate women. I wanted to make and create a platform where we can be there for every woman within every phase of her life. As a woman myself, I have struggled.
Right.
And I've struggled with very irregular, very painful periods that stopped me from going on with my day. I'm talking about back in school days and university. I would cancel on my classes because I couldn't get out of bed. And when I would go to many doctors, gynecologist doctors, they would tell me that this is fine, this is okay, there's nothing to worry about. And I thought that it is fine and okay. However, it turns out it's not okay, it's not fine. Periods happen to every woman. However, it shouldn't stop you from going on with your day.
Right.
So I understood throughout these years, struggling with the bulky pad that caused me nothing but irritation, pigmentation, itchiness, and so many more problems, to a level that I had to undergo a surgery to remove a cyst that was a result of wearing this bulky pad. I understood that I'm not the only woman out there who has this struggle. I have tried almost every sanitary pad out in the market. I haven't tried tampons due to cultural and traditional differences, however, but with the pads, I always struggled. And I understood we don't have to struggle. We women don't have to go through this. So I decided to create a product that we do not compromise on our fashion, on our day. We do what we want to do, whether you're a mother, whether you're just a teenager, going to school, university, going out with your friends, you don't have to stop there. So with Div.Ame, we made it possible that no matter where you're going, no matter who you are, no matter where the day takes you, you are ready with a leak-proof, fashionable range of period fashion that is comfortable. That is the most important point. Because during our periods, we're always feeling irritated, we're always feeling bothered, we're always we're on the edge. We need that extra support, that at least we don't have to worry about it. And another thing is, I understood as well, prior of launching Div.Ame, we've done a lot of focus group discussions with women of different ages that shared a similar experience, that periods were painful, irregular, and every doctor brushed it off. And unfortunately, there has been a lot of research nowadays that links the pads, the sanitary pads and tampons, which we're going to call disposable sanitary ware. Okay, so disposables have currently a huge, alarming amount of research is happening across and around them. Why? For example, in 2024, a lot of tampon companies were facing lawsuits because there were around 10 different metals found in tampons, which is crazy because the vaginal tissue is very absorbent, which means that women who wear tampons are absorbing those metals, which are nothing but toxic.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, tampons also leads to something which is very deadly, known as the toxic shock syndrome. Back to the pads. Pads are made out of plastic. 90% out of plastic, and there's a lot of research revolving around it now, which is great. Back then, there was nothing, no research. It was just a silent topic. You got your period, just go buy a pad, wear it, and you're done. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
So with the entire alarming amount of the plastic within a pad, there is one important point that we seem to ignore. We're in 2025. We're talking about reusable bags, no more plastic bags for grocery shopping, no more plastic bottles for the water requirement. What about the pads? It's packed in a plastic.
Basically, this is more dangerous product on the earth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just imagine the population of women in this world. We get our period almost 28 days. So every month, a woman will be menstruating for an average of 5 to 7 days. You'll have to buy a pad. You'll have to be using it, right? Correct?
Right.
So it might seem easy to head to the grocery store or a convenience store, get that pad, put it on, and that's it. You've tossed it in the garbage bin, and that's where the problem happens. They take up to 800 years to decompose because they're made out of
800
plastic.
years.
Yes, there is scientific proof about it all over the internet right now.
Mm-hmm.
So all these researches that are currently happening, they remind me why I started. Empowering every woman out there to make her feel that her voice is heard, to make her feel that she's comfortable during her period. And most importantly, we educate on the different gynecological health issues, including PCOS and endometriosis, through Div.Ame's social media.
That's very great of you. And today we have Nadine with us, and she is describing about why they have opened a company called Div.Ame, which can help women out there. Nowadays, we are seeing that a lot of small kids, from the age of 9, now I have recently heard that the age of 7, the small kid who don't even know how to, take care of her toys. Now, how to change the pads, I don't understand what will happen. So your product actually will help these kind of people. And, the mothers will be, they are having no stress in their head that kid is going to the school. Because now if we are kids going to the school and they are taking, holidays during this period of time, even the school is not giving holidays to these kind of dates. So that is really very great, Nadine, that you actually thought about it. And first of all, I really want to thank you. Why? Because you actually are having a courage to speak about it on camera. Why?
So it all goes back to the purpose. I recently got diagnosed with PCOS. And all my life, I have struggled with very irregular, very painful periods that I was ashamed myself to talk about.
Yeah.
My friends were ashamed to talk about their periods as well. And I was okay with it until I wasn't okay anymore. And that is when I had to go for a surgery to remove a cyst that was an accumulation of all the pad. Now just think about it, the pad is full of plastic. You're wearing it for how many hours? There is no oxygen going through.
Right.
I've struggled with this from when I was 12 years old. Back then, the normal age for a girl to get her first period used to be 13 years old. However, as we speak right now, girls from age 7 years old are getting their period, and it's all because of the environmental aggression that's happening, the food that we consume, especially the processed food that we pack for our kids when they go to school. all of this, it impacts, unfortunately, on a teenager. Now imagine now a girl who's 7 years old, as you mentioned, she doesn't even know how to play with her toys yet, and she has to go and wear a pad and deal with it. It's crazy. And the biggest issue here is that girls don't even have the courage to speak about their period, so they have to go through it by themselves.
Sorry to interrupt you here. I have a special request to all of my parents. Please talk about it, whether it's a boy or a girl or a father or a brother. You should talk about it because now we are sitting in the year of 25. So the world is growing, kids are growing, and these are very small things where we have to break the taboo today. And we have Nadine with us. Nadine, Nadine, you are explaining everything so clearly that people can actually understand what is the point behind opening Div.Ame. And one more thing I want to know. See, for a woman's life, period is maybe more than half of her life
Correct.
she spends in this.
Yes.
So what you can explain, like it's just a period, as we say, oh, it's a period. It's just a period, or it's a trauma where a woman is suffering through mental health, mood swings and physical health and the activity level of energy. So it reduces. What you can suggest about it and what you think about it?
Period.
Let's have a
Thank you,
cheers
May.
before we start the
Mhm.
conversation further.
Yes, yes, definitely.
So it's a cheers for the women.
All women.
It's good health.
Definitely, 100%.
Yes, Nadine. So let's come back to the same question. It is just a period or a trauma that woman is facing throughout her life, and feeling ashamed of sharing with her partners or family members or maybe brothers. Nowadays, we have seen the woman cannot ask her brother itself, like, I am not feeling well. They are saying like that, but they cannot say,
Yes.
I'm in pain, I have this problem. So that, what you can talk about it, like, let's talk about it.
So it's not just a period. That's the most important phrase I can like stress on. When a girl gets her first period, we're talking about a new phase opening in her life, because nowadays the entire infertility topic, it's arising, and there's a reason behind it. So when we're talking about women giving birth, which is a very beautiful and trending topic,
Right.
in order for a woman to give birth, she has to have a very regular cycle.
Right.
But unfortunately, if a woman isn't able to understand what a regular cycle is, she won't be able to understand what are the problems causing her infertility, for example. So we cherish giving birth, we cherish family building, but we do not talk about periods. When a girl gets her first period in a menstrual cycle, there's a very important phase. When we talk about the entire periods, okay, the topic about the menstrual cycle, for a woman, we have not just periods, we have an entire cycle that we go through every month. So that includes a follicular phase, luteal phase, the menstrual cycle, and last but not least, we have the ovulation phase.
Okay.
So, a very important thing to talk about when we're talking about a woman, the period doesn't just start down there, the period starts here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, we're talking about the entire hormonal shift. So, when a girl isn't understanding what's happening within her, we women, we go through a lot of distress. We start feeling depressed. We start feeling a little bit like that mood swings. We get angry. We're not able to express or understand what's happening with us. And then when we go to a doctor, and if the doctor isn't able to help you out, you feel compressed. You feel like you have no other solution.
Sometimes when kids are going to the doctors, they are not even able to express, where they are not comfortable with parents, how they can express in front of the stranger as a doctor, whether it's a female or male, hardly matters for the kids. So I think I would like to tell my viewers again that you have to give the confidence to your children so that they can come and talk to you about it, right, Nadine?
There's one point I cannot stress on, like, I have to talk about it. From a period to a menopause, it's all the same. It's not different. We, as elder women right now who are getting to the perimenopause or who are facing menopause, it's also a taboo for some reason. I'm not
Right.
sure why.
Right.
It's not a taboo. You have to be proud of yourself. You have gone through the entire cycles of your menstruation. I'm talking about a monthly cycle. And you're turning 50 years old. So that's a good amount of time that you have went through your periods and everything. So you need to be proud of yourself. And menopause as well includes bleeding. So we have a lot of women who buy our Div.Ame period fashion for the purpose of the menopause and as well postpartum. After a woman gives birth, there's another topic that no one talks about because it's a taboo. Get pregnant, give birth. That's it. That's not it. There is a very important point. When you give birth, there's something named as the postpartum depression. Women, when they give birth, they start feeling too stressed out, especially if it's your first child. And of course, raising a child is not easy. All these sleepless nights, not knowing
Right.
what to do, the kid isn't stopping to cry, the uncontrollable anger, you feel like you're not enough, you feel like you don't know what's happening. That's why we cover all these topics in Div.Ame. We talk about everything from the first teenagers period all the way to what is an irregular and irregular period, all the way to problems like gynecological health issues such as PCOS. Why do we talk about these issues? Because if a woman has PCOS, it's known scientifically that PCOS, one of the most, the most famous or the most common symptoms.
It's mostly in disease right now in the generation.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
and the biggest thing about it that people don't understand, that PCOS gives you irregular periods.
Right.
When you have irregular periods, you miss your ovulation. If you don't have your ovulation, you can't get pregnant. So it's all interconnected. So we talk about infertility, we talk about difficulty getting pregnant, we talk about giving birth, family building, everything. So why don't we cover periods? Why don't we cover postpartum depression, bleeding, menopause? Everything is natural. We women, that's what makes us different. That's what makes us who
Right.
we are.
Right.
So it's a very natural thing that every woman goes through her life. And that's why we are here to break the taboo.
That's very great, Nadine. Nadine, you had just said in between our conversation, you said when the woman is giving birth, at that point of time, I think I have seen the panties you have there. It's really helpful for those women who are having, the new baby in the house and they are not able to sleep at night. And, sometimes they are busy with their work schedule or something like, but yes, I think this can work instead of, I still remember when I was hospitalized and the month, 1.5 month I spent while having my periods for full month. So that is the case where we can use these panties, right? So this can help. So can you tell me, like, for a usage of one panty can, control like the bleeding for how many hours?
I love talking about this. So, Div.Ame period panties have this special feature of being reusable. So, when you get your period, for example, you have to rush and get a pack of pads, correct?
Right.
But with Div.Ame, your life is easier. Your period has come, just head to your wardrobe, to your closet, grab your favorite pair of Div.Ame period panties and wear it. It feels and looks like regular underwear. That is the best part about it. You can wear it up to 6 to 8 hours depending on the observancy, because we have different collection for different women. So whether you're having a light observancy, a moderate period flow, or super heavy
Okay,
periods.
so you have all kind of
Exactly.
panties. I
Yes,
see.
so we
Okay.
got them. So our
Right.
okay.
It's okay.
So our super heavy period flow, period panty, you can wear it for full night. Sleep for 12 hours. Don't worry about leakage. That's the best part. Dare to
nice.
wear white. Dare to feel confident, and dare to not struggle with being uncomfortable with leakage anymore with Div.Ame. So same thing with postpartum. When you give birth, you're going to be facing bleeding. And that's completely normal. It's natural. So when you are bleeding, you're going to also resort for pads, which is uncomfortable because when you give birth, you're sensitive down there. So you deserve the most comfortable, the softest option you can find.
Right.
So our Div.Ame period panties are made out of bamboo fiber, pure cotton. We have so many certifications of safe fabrics, and that's what makes us different in the market. So women don't have to worry or be stressed when they wear our Div.Ame period panty. Whether you're menstruating, whether you're having a weak bladder, you can also wear it for this reason. And last but not least, for postpartum bleeding, it's there for you in every phase of your life.
I would like to talk to my people again here. As we are talking in an episode of the attitude of gratitude. So this is a gratitude for a female out there. How many females, like, it is a gratitude for a woman, like where we are thinking about to having and giving that kind of platform where people can use the panty which can help them. And I think the price is not, of course, like in thousands, or it's just a reasonable price that we have here, and anybody can afford. If you do the calculation about the pads you are buying from outside and throwing in the garbage, instead of that, you should be buying it, and it can work up to how many like months?
Okay, so that's a very good thing you just mentioned. So usually what happens is women, when they look at our products, they go like, oh, it's quite pricey if you
Right.
compare it to sanitary pads. However, our period panties last up to 3 years with you.
3 years,
Correct.
which is not a less time,
So just
right?
think about it. You wear it for up to 6 to 8 hours in the
That's
day.
great.
It's very easy to maintain and to wash. You can hand wash it. Most of our customers hand wash it because of the delicate fabric,
Delicate.
but you can also wash it in the washing machine. And then, last but not least, it's easy to as well dry. So you hang it next morning, it's ready to be worn. So there's no struggle of going to that convenience store to buy your pack of sanitary pads. And just think about it. Sanitary pads right now, an average price would be almost 15 dirham. You've got to buy 2 or 3 packs, correct? Something for the daytime, something for the night. And then you have to buy it every month. So do the calculation. You're menstruating every month.
Right.
How
That's
much you're
very
spending?
nice. Yeah. I hope you got the calculation very clearly. Now, I have this one line for all males out there. Before you are getting the birthday gift for your wives, your daughters, your friends, I think you should give them this product so that they will feel happy and they will start respecting you more. Because if you will think about them, they will think about you, and they will give you a better life around, right?
Correct.
Okay, so before we going further, I have a question. It is very natural question that I'm going to ask. What do you think? A woman should do workout in the gym during the periods, or means going for yoga? And whenever we are hearing that no, I have periods, I can't go to the gym. What is the reason behind it? Why a woman is not ready to do the healthy workouts? Because I have read somewhere, if during the periods you are doing any kind of physical activity, will give you a better period, right? So
Correct.
what is your suggestion about it?
It's scientifically correct, and it's proven that when you do a couple of exercises, it actually eases the period pain,
Right.
the muscle contractions. However, why do women say, I got my period, I have to cancel the plans?
Right.
Very common thing,
Right,
unfortunately. I've had it myself with my girls. When we have a day out or a night out plan, we're going to the beach or something, gets canceled because of this, but not anymore, because it's a so old thing now, like in 2025 right now, this problem is non-existing. So why do women do that? Unfortunately, because they don't talk about it. We go back to the main issue, that the period is covered as a taboo. So they feel like, I'm on my period, I should just stay home. I'm scared that I might leak.
Yeah.
I'm scared that the pad might give me, for example, if you're going to the gym, it might give you a camel toe. Very
Right.
common issue that we women
Right.
face. Or secondary, because of the bulky pad, it might end up showing at the back and you won't feel comfortable. You'll have to check yourself. Did I leak? Is there blood? And it's very common. All women face it. However, with Div.Ame, with our period fashion collection, you don't have to worry about it. And I'll give a small little teaser. We are launching an exclusive Div.Ame period athleisure wear,
Wow.
which includes period leggings, period shorts, and period skirts.
What
you
else
can
we
wear.
want better than this, right?
So it has a protective layer
Uh-huh.
that got your back. And the best part, it eliminates a camel toe that all women struggle with.
Actually, this I have seen the products which you have right now here, and I think this is really very helpful for the mothers who are having the small children getting into the age of periods. Means they can be stress free, they can be in a happy mode when they are sending their kids to the school. They don't have to put in something extra, just put one panty to the kid and then let the kid go to the school. So this is really very easy and very comfortable stuff you have launched. I'm really happy that you had actually thought about it to getting it in the world, like where we can help people with the period panties and the swimming costumes which they can use throughout the period stay. And one more thing, how much it is important to women is having nowadays. I'm sorry, I let me ask one more question before I'll go further for
Yes.
this. Nowadays you are seeing that so many women are having the cravings, the small children. Before, we used to hear about this statement that I am getting craved for when we used to get pregnant. When I was getting pregnant, that time I got to know there is something like that kind of also. But nowadays, if you see any of the small kids, because I have full battalion of my daughter's friends and everybody, they have mood swings at this age, like where they are around 14 years old, or maybe little elder than that, or maybe when my daughter started that, it was just 10 years old. So what you can talk about, like why they are getting craved for these kind of things, like chocolates or maybe spicy food or something oily. Why at this age we are seeing that?
So it's not really about the age, but
Hmm.
it's something new, definitely, I'll say. So it's very common, unfortunately, that all women are struggling with anemia because of extremely heavy period flows.
Right.
So when you're having very bad period flow, you're gonna lose a lot of iron levels. And that's what's special about our period menu here at the Div.Ame Cafe. We have a few phrases that talks about it's normal to be craving more food because of the hormonal, like the shift and everything. You'll be craving so many different foods. So in Div.Ame, we had one session. We do a lot of weekly educational blogs.
Wow.
And in one of the blogs, we spoke about this topic of connecting the period cravings with a very common thing that we tend to reach for when we are menstruating: chocolate.
Chocolate,
Why
yeah.
do we crave it? When we're on our period, we feel very tired. And when we feel very tired, let's talk scientifically and in the medical terms. When we are tired, the doctor would say, take magnesium, correct? So when we're on our period, we're feeling that tiredness. We're feeling that, that low level of energy. So when we are trying to reach for for the chocolate, your body is actually craving magnesium, and the chocolate is rich with magnesium.
Right.
So going for that dark chocolate bar during your menstruation is completely fine. And the best way to make your body like get that cravings completed and satisfied is have a banana, because a banana is very rich in potassium and rich in magnesium. So it actually helps to regulate the muscle contractions, gives you that energy boost, and yeah, cravings are solved up.
Nowadays if you'll ask a kid to have a banana, I think they will be having a different choice of things to get into. But yes, they can talk about chocolate. I have heard that you also have some products which can help to fill up the gap of magnesium and other than that.
Correct. So in our women menu, the period menu, we have, for example, we have a bowl that's rich with kale, spinach, and chickpeas,
Right.
which is very rich in iron. So it boosts your iron levels naturally. And then we also have banana pudding, so banana.
Right.
And then we also have a dark chocolate waffle. So we're bringing the dark chocolate within and a little bit of almonds, because all these foods actually, they're superfoods. They help you out during your menstruation, and they also give you that energy. Most importantly, that muscle contractions, that pain that
Pain,
you
yeah.
feel, it really helps to soothe it. So that's the purpose of the women menu. We're trying to bring in what you crave and what your body needs within one place.
Right. So that's very nice to know about. Like now, what I'm thinking also, the women who are working, you have an option for them where you can provide them from the panties to the food to the supplements, everything in one package.
Yes.
Right. This is
Yes.
called, like we have Div.Ame, which has all your needs during the periods. You have your panties on check, correct? You have food menu, it's all done. It's all supplements, all done. So we are here to take care of you. And we have Nadine, and she is having such a fabulous idea to give it to the women out there. And I would request you all to just look for it and talk about it, because before, if we'll not talk about it, we'll not get the solution, right?
Yes.
So, okay, one more last thing I would like to ask you. One last and very sensible and very sincere request you want to give it to our viewers for periods, who are, to the mothers or the fathers or the brothers or maybe friends, like who they can, they can find out for their female friends or maybe daughters, or any last suggestion you would like to give it to them, viewers.
So for all women, we need to support one another. And that's what we do very special here in Div.Ame Cafe. We're all about a community that brings women all together to lift one another. We are perfect in our ways. And secondary, a man's role in a woman's life is very critical. So if you're a father, be there for your daughter. Talk about the first period. Don't make it a taboo. It's very natural. Be there for her when she asks you for a pack of like for her menstruation requirements. Be there for her cravings, and understand her mood swings. Most importantly, we women, we cannot control when we get angry sometimes, and you cannot blame us because we're having an entire hormonal shift within our body. And it's
Right.
very normal, as I spoke about, right? The period isn't just a period. It starts from the head all every bit of your body is impacted.
Fact. Yeah.
And we can end the generational trauma by being there for one another, by opening that topic, by sitting down with your daughter and telling her what a period is, what to expect, so they can come and talk to you. And same thing for brothers and for fathers and for husbands. Be there for your girls in your life. It's a very important thing. And one last thing I'd like to talk about Div.Ame.
Yeah.
So I spoke about the reason why I started Div.Ame, but there was also another thing about it that I want to speak. Div.Ame goes way beyond. So we have a very special range of period care as well, which is an all plant powered intimate care. So I'm talking about an intimate wash, a deo spray for your intimate area, and
Okay.
and a brightening pigmentation as well
Right.
serum that we
Right.
sold out. However, we are restocking alongside with a beautiful range of supplements and herbal tea that can
That's
help you
nice.
with your needs. So if you want to try our herbal tea, you can come to Diva Me Cafe.
Yeah. Guys, this is really very lovely conversation we had with Nadine, and I would request you all to take care of your daughters or wives or mothers or anybody, any woman around you, because if you will give them a better and the safe place to live, they will give you the special life, and you will feel special in your own zone. So second thing I would like to tell all women, a best friend for a woman is always a woman, and the enemy is also a woman. But here what we can connect to the friends, so we have to see the positive side of everything. So when a woman has thought about a woman, it is a great achievement that we have done by the Vami Cafe, right? So let's stay tuned for further episodes, and this is Sadhna with you. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.